She was meant to be the first pleasure liner beyond Sol. Eros 9, a floating Eden with 15,000 souls sliding between stars like a pearl through ink. But recovery never came. One spark, one fault in the quantum spine, and paradise fell silent. Main drives are fused, we're dead in drift. Then start the backups. They're cooked, sir, everything's cooked. At first, they tried to help. Then they tried to hide. By the third day, reason was another failed subsystem. They said rescue ships were on their way. They're not coming. Open the stores. Attention. Please remain calm. System recovery in progress. And through the windows, the only light left. The stars kept sliding past. No thrust, no steering, just momentum, endless and patient. Deck 17's gone dark. People talk about hearing this ship move on its own. Like it wants to go somewhere, like it remembers a home we don't. Faiths were born in the blackout. Some worshiped the drift. Some promised to restart the sun inside her heart. But all their prayers ended the same way, with the sound of air thinning. And when even silence failed, the ship itself began to hum. Not engines, not ghosts, just metal remembering motion. They called her Eros 9, a pleasure ship meant to carry the wealth of Earth beyond its gravity. 15,000 souls, 12 decks of gardens, waves and glass domes. A city built to forget the darkness between stars. But the void doesn't forget you. In under a minute, paradise lost its pulse. No thrust, no comms, just momentum and silence. Engine bay's a furnace. Quantum spines slag clean through. She's dead. Captain. Try the backups. They're gone too, she's drifting. Days pass, the lights dim to ration power. Water purifiers clogged, the luxury decks went dark first. They said rescue ships were coming. They can't even find us. We're off every beacon in the grid. Some tried to repair, some to lead. Most just wanted someone to blame. And when the command deck sealed its doors, the ship began to eat itself. The blackout took the lower decks first. Then the artificial gravity. Then the air. Survivor Og, day 19, oxygen scrubbers failing. Deck 17's forming their own council. They think the ship's alive, that she's taking us somewhere. They weren't wrong. Metal remembers motion. Momentum becomes instincts, and instincts can sound a lot like breathing. She hums when I sleep, like she's dreaming. When the last light failed, the stars were their only company, each window a slow-moving prayer. Some kept diaries, others kept faith, a few kept knives. Captain's dead, food's gone, but the ship's still warm, we're still moving, we don't know where. They called it the drift, a motion without mercy, without end. Bodies frozen halls that never stopped traveling. moving. Centuries later, a mining barge found her, a gleaming carcass adrift beyond map space. No heat, no signal, yet inside every corridor hummed the same low note. There's no decay. Everything's preserved. Like she's been waiting. Wait! Listen. You hear that? That's not machinery. They left the recorders running, but no one ever played them back. 'Cause in the silence between transmissions, Eros 9 began to whisper. A voice that wasn't hers and wasn't gone. Drifting still. 15,000 souls caught forever in the act of moving. But what it recorded was not static, not systems rebooting, not the hum of air returning through ducts. It was voices, thousands of them, layered, half erased, not scream songs, whispers repeating a single phrase across every channel, each one slightly out of sync with the next. We're still here, still here, still. Investigators thought it was feedback. Old transmissions bouncing between bulkheads, but the waveforms didn't match human speech, they matched breath. Are they alive? No, those lines have been cold for centuries. They cut the power to stop the recording. It didn't stop. The voices only grew clearer, traveling through the hull itself, metal carrying sound like bone carries memory. It's using the ship's body to speak or to remember. Then the captain's log reactivated. The file name read, Last and a Tree. If anyone hears this, don't come aboard. She's dreaming now. And if you wake her, she'll remember what she lost. That was the final message ever recovered from Eros 9. The salvage crew's last transmission cut off mid-sentence. When the barge returned weeks later, there was nothing left but debris, fields, and echoes. Please remain calm, remain. Maybe she learned to breathe again. Maybe she became what her passengers believed. A vessel with a will of its own, a ship that could never die, only drift farther into the dark. And they say if you listen close, when the sky is quiet and the wind has no name, you can still hear her pass overhead. A hum too human to be a star and too lost to be